Welcome back to FPL Spad, your best place to find FPL content for the 24-25 season. My name is Spad. Today, you're joining me for my deadline stream for Gameweek 26. Last week, I took a -8, made 94 points, not the best. So, -8 hit doesn't help with that as well. But this week, I've decided not to take any minus hits and just take the one free transfer that I have to take out Ndidi, someone who bought in 2 weeks ago, which was one of my mistakes. And I bought in Konya for this game week to sell them. Mainly fourth because Gakpo might not be playing, so I've got him on the bench. Main probably thing about this game is probably about who you're gonna be choosing as captain. The reliable person to go for is Mo Salah, on fire recently, 24 goals this season, 17 assists, just in the Premier League. City's defense ain't that great right now. Akanji's out, Stones is out as well now, so the defense is weaker than normal. They just got pummeled by Real Madrid, which was an easy game for them. But yeah. Um, it's like who else? I think I put it in Burma. And I say Dango. There's the 4 choices I could go for. So they're the 4 choices I put out there. So on the FPL let's talk FPL channel. This is 67%, 12 Isak and Burma, and 8 for someone else. So quite a lot of differentials in my opinion to go for. It's going to be a very hard game week to go to make points. I think keeper wise, I think Pickford's the better option over Martinez because Chelsea do have a goal in them, and I don't see United having a goal in them with the way Everton be playing as well. Defensively strong, attackingly strong. I think at home as well, and I think they go above them if they beat them as well. Oh, they're already above them by a point. It just increases the gap really. United will try their best, but with the amount of players they got missing with Ahmad out as well. If Ahmad was there, maybe it might be a bit different. But I honestly think Everton should win this game. So they'll be looking to get above Tottenham if Tottenham mess it up against Ipswich, which could easily happen. They did it last time round. So crazy. Let's look at the amount of transfers going on. Really, that's what we can just really look at. 500,000 people have bought in Marmoush after his hat trick the week before. Played in midweek as well instead of Holland. Holland didn't play out all. Didn't come on. I think he's got a knee injury, so he's could be in with doubtful for the Liverpool game. And if Marmoush plays this game coming up and Holland does not play, he'll be playing up front. Yes, he'll be playing up front, but he'll be probably, in my opinion, a bit more less effective. And he's taking all the corners, so not going to be actually in the box to actually score, and the corners will be taken in. But it just gives him another opportunity to get assists as well. So I don't think I would go for him just this game week. It's fairly decent hard games. Even Brighton at home, it's not the easiest of games to have. So yeah, a lot of people are bringing in Cliver after he got assist last game week, but not more. I just think more people are going for him as he's had 2 hat-tricks this season so far, so they're expecting a major haul from him. I'll prefer Dango, much cheaper, bigger differential, 29% owned Cliver. So Dango's at like 5%. I think I bought him when he's at close to 3%. So he's been bought in by 2% because he's been this game week he's been bought in by 300,000 people. So yeah, a lot cheaper to bring in, and he's playing up front, and I don't have a clue when the real season is going to be back. Then we have Konya, which I bought in myself for replacement from Ndidi. I wish I bought him better because then I wouldn't have to replace him, and better would have been producing me points for the last 3 game weeks that I've had it. Yeah, that is what 29 points. Missed that one, and then I could have transferred Gakpo out this game week, and then still I better my team as a cheap third striker. Would have been much better to bring in, but another one of my mistakes. And then we have another most probably transferred. So it's people who are on a tight budget, probably using them as a 5th choice midfielder. Now Mineri at 4.6 million, his price has gone up. When did it go up? Today? Or did it go up a few days ago? I clicked on the wrong link. So Cole Palmer took a drop today in price again. João Pedro again, and 2 players that are not known. I knew he took a rise up yesterday, so people are probably still jumping on the boat a bit now, but it should be done a bit earlier to save that 0.1 million. And some people are going in with Mbeumo and Wisa. No surprise there with Wisa, as he did get 2 goals to Slough last game week, and Leicester are not the greatest teams, and he's one of the few players in the 100 club mark, so he could produce some points there. And then Mbeumo, of course, under the 150 points mark, has blanked in the last few games now, so we're expecting a return at this point, because these next 2 games will probably be the easiest games that potentially that Mbeumo has. I'll probably still have to keep all the way up to probably game week 29. So need him to get some points in now, really. You alright, man? You got Konya? I bought in Konya as well, man. So I bought him for Ndidi. So hopefully it works out. Not changing my assistant manager. I'm gonna stay with Emery. I've got a feeling that Villa could win that game. People are still bringing it better. Maybe it's a 3rd choice. Mateta. If you're bringing in Mateta, be careful, because obviously he won't be blanking game in 29. So you might, if you're free hitting, then you can bring him in. But otherwise, I will not be bringing him in. Chris Wood, someone who I regret taking out my team. Still got a very high ownership at 45%. So Kurzak, Semedo. Not a lot of people are taking the Semedo hit, really, which is surprising. I prefer Semedo over Cliver. The actual data supports that. Yeah, I think it is. It's not the best game week to bring him in, personally. I just had to do it because if Gakpo was available, then I would not have done the transfer. Because Gakpo is not available, it's really, I just had to do it this week. Because Bournemouth away is not going to be an easy game. But the fixture list after that: Fulham at home, Everton at home, Southampton away, West Ham at home, Ipswich away. He is their penalty taker, takes free kicks, takes corners. I think he is the man. I know he's had his Baron patch. I got rid of him just before his Baron patch died, which was a good thing. I saw that coming, and probably could have bought him in earlier, but you're not going to expect him to make 7 points and 9 points against Villa and Liverpool in back-to-back game weeks. So, yeah. But from this game week on, Bournemouth is not the easiest game, but he could get some points, in my opinion. Hopefully he does. Not many transfers are happening, really. I think most people are probably bringing in maybe rolling the transfers. Because the price changes, Cunha is looking like he's going to get a price increase. So that's one of the good things, always to bring in a player which is about to get price rise, and he's the most highest likely out of all of them. So hopefully he does get his price rise. And Burma, hopefully he gets his as well. And Dango, I'll be very happy with those. Wisa is a choice, but because he's not on penalties, I just think Cunha is the better option to have for $500,000 more. And then there could be some rotation in the future for Brentford players as well with Sharda. So, and Thomas Frank does like to switch up a bit sometimes. But he most likely is a starter with Burma. Mateta, another player who, if you're free hitting in game week 29, it's a good player to bring in instead of Cunha. He's on fire. Getting points on a regular basis, really. One blank game week in the last 6. So, and he's got decent fixtures as well, but he's blanking. But he's got double game week in game week day 2. So, if you're using a free hit game week 29, then I'll probably go for Mateta instead of Cunha. Initially, I was thinking about doing a free hit in game week 29, but I am now leaning towards doing just the one each free transfer that I get each week. And that way, why is it telling me sign in? Fuck sake, man. Sometimes I swear just. So the FPL Fantasy Hub website has gone down a bit now. It happens. I hate when it happens. Or is it my net? Yeah, it's not my net. It's the FPL Fantasy Hub site. It's gone down. Not the best times to go down. Like I remember last year when it went down with Crucial just before deadline, when people were using it the most. So we're just gonna have to look at some of these other. Oh man, I was using the tool. No, not opening up. Let's see which players are getting transferred out the most, at least in this weekend. Ahmad, no surprise there. 1 million people have took him out. So, for 1 million people took him out. So it's like people have gone a bit separate ways, because like 500,000 has gone to Cliver, 300k is just about 400k gone to Mitama, 300k gone to Nari and Dango both each, and Burma as well. So don't really know who people have replaced, but at 5.5 you can imagine going to Al-Nuri and Cliver and Dango. Mitama is a bit more expensive. Gakpo, 900 players, people taking him out, so I expect his price to be dropping this game week. If I didn't make my mistake of bringing Ndidi in earlier, like 2 weeks ago, which was the biggest mistake I made, he made bench one. Ooh, that's a hard one. You sure you ain't got no one else to bench? Because, and why is it Dango / Cliver? Because have you got both of them? If you got both, then I'll bench Cliver. But man, you must have a strong team if you're able to bench Wood. Like, these are your options. Best way for me to look at your teammate is if you join my FPL league. That way I can just look at your team. Best way, I can give you advice, my friend. You don't have to try it out. A lot of people taking Rodgers out this game week. 300,000 people, not that many. It's mainly Gakpo and Ahmed really getting taken out this game week, man. A lot of people are changing in slot. I can imagine people maybe going for the manager bonus with him. No. Don't need your ID, bro. Like there's a code on the top left of my of the screen. If you join the mini league, the FPL viewers mini league, that way I can just look at your team. Best way. I don't think I could search just by the ID codes. Don't think I could do that. There's any way to do that really, to look at people's teams just by their codes, unless I import it. Actually, I can import it in, but then that won't give me. Actually, yeah, I could do that, but that's if thing is working. Sales, Wenger, Gabriel, Arnold, Semedo, Cliver, Palmer, Salah, Captain Salah, Cunha, Isak, and Wood. Slot and bench. Hmm. I think that's good enough. Yeah, I think that's right. I don't think you can change anything with that. I'm not a fan of Clivert really. Dingia, I got rid of him by mistake with my fiasco that I had for the last 2 weeks. Gabriel, yes, always attacking threat and can keep clean sheets. Trent, attacking threat most times, and he can come off early. That way, he can keep his clean sheet like he did in the first game of the double game week last week. It's like I like, Word I like, but he's got a hard game this game week, but he still can get you a goal. Palmer as well. You have to keep Palmer for these game weeks, in my opinion. Till I'm gonna get rid of him. So that's as soon as I can, really, man. Like, I'm hoping he just produces in the Southampton Leicester game. It's the only reason I've been keeping him. Otherwise, let's see if this is back yet. So the Fantasy Hub website is down, so I can't even put your code into that. But yeah, actually, I haven't looked at people's teams. I haven't looked at. So a lot of people make quite enough points. Decent amount. They're way ahead, like 100 points ahead. Here we go. Rank of nearly 5k. It's a good rank. So you did Martelli and Gakpo to Burma and Cunha. That's a good transfer, in my opinion. Good transfers. Martinelli, I don't know why you had Martinelli in the first place, really. But I think Burma is a good transfer, but maybe you should just start a direct transfer between Martinelli to Al Neri, maybe. But Burma has got the easier game this game week. So it's a bit even, in my opinion, because Arsenal are home and Brentford are away. But it's crazy that the Fantasy Hub site's down. We've still got another half an hour to go. Oh man. I'll quickly go for a smoke. Hopefully, it just loads up again by the time I come back. Um, I'm back. Sorry if I missed you. Thinking of Captain Clive. Thoughts? Oh, no. No. If you had Dango, then yes. But Clive, nah. I wouldn't be gambling on Clive. That's just me being frank. Because for me, it's the third choice of player that I would bring in from Bournemouth in the first place. Dango is my first, and then Semedo, and then Clive. So for him to be even remotely be captain, I wouldn't even think about it. It's just straight Salah. Like, if you got Mbomo, that could be a good differential. But I will go for Salah, just more reliable, really. I think most people will go for him. I think most people are gambling that are probably low in the rank. Other people are probably going for the gamble, really. And even then, going for the gamble can set you back. So, like, people that maybe say people between the 200,000 rank and 500,000 rank, if 2/3 of those gamble, I'll take above them. So, and because not like Brentford have been a rich frame of form of scoring goals, like only against Southampton away, where they got 5 goals. They don't get more than 2 goals in a game, so I will not be going for them. You have got Bournemouth, who did do a number on Forest that one game, and Newcastle, but I don't think that as a regular occurrence, so I will not do that. Even though I think Liverpool will only score 2 goals, you can imagine Salah getting a goal and getting an assist, because that's just how good he is. Yeah, I think it's just there's no point gambling, in my opinion, at this stage. You could gamble on Burma, really. That's the only player that I would be personally thinking. And Dango, really, because Wolves. But the thing is, Wolves are fighting relegation battle, like, and I think they've got a bigger chance than Leicester really to stay up. Got the better quality of players as well, so it's a lot harder game, in my opinion. They gave Liverpool a really good game the other day, where Cunha got 9 points. You know, they could have easily gotten a draw in that game. So, yeah, let's see if we've got Fantasy back up. Fantasy is finally back up running. Let's quickly go back to what we were doing with the price changes. Beto might be getting us going up to 5 million. Gabriel, a lot of people are bringing Gabriel in, so a 5% rise. That's huge. Some people bring in Wood, Kurzak, and Muniz. Not many people bring in Muniz. Clivert, Watkins, Mayo. I can't believe people are bringing in Watkins this game week. Unless if you're free hitting in game week 29, is the only reason why I'll be bringing in Watkins. And even then, I'll prefer to bring in Mateta, as he's going to be doubling game week 32. No surprise that Gakpo is going to be going down in price. And Didi as well, both going down in price. So right now I bought Gakpo in at 7.4, so I am going to lose my profit when he goes down in price today. Hopefully all the people that were taking him out take him out this game week. That way his price only dropped by 0.1, and then the other one will take a bit more longer, hopefully. He is not going to be in my team for long, hopefully. Most likely I do need to get rid of him before game 29, or even on game 29, because the game before game 29 is against Southampton at home. You expect him to be, if you're playing that game, to get good amount of points. So another reason why I'm keeping him. Rogers is going to take a decrease after getting an increase the other day. So it's another player which I could have replaced with I'll probably replace Rodgers with Alneri, really. I think he'll be a perfect replacement. Cheap. It's literally $1 million cheaper. And I saw taking a price drop as well. Then you got say Larson, Murphy. So yeah, I think I think maybe people are using a wild card. Maybe I doubt hardly any people are using wild card because a lot of people have got their assistant manager chip active either from the 2 weeks ago or the last game week. So there's no other chips people can play at the moment, really. Maybe the people that didn't play it, the assistant manager are playing the wild card chip, but don't see many. So maybe people are taking hits in different ways, which I don't understand. But yeah, I'm happy Cunha's going up in price. At least I'm buying one of the players that is gonna get a price rise. And Burmo, yeah, kind of happy. So maybe if I get rid of him later on, because his games do get a lot harder after game week 29, really. Even Bournemouth away is not going to be easy. Will at home is not going to be easy either. So it does get a lot harder. Maybe game week 29, you still keep him because obviously you're going to, if you're not free hitting, you're probably playing him because you've got players that you need to bench. So you got to keep him till then. And then Newcastle away, Chelsea home. So it does get a lot more harder. So the second half, there's like, yeah. So the middle part of the games remaining for Burma are hard games. So you go watch out for him at some point. Dango, I think, is most likely probably going to be staying in my team to the very end at his current price range. I don't see him moving out of my team. I think Rodgers is on my chopper block as he will be blanking game week 29 and I do not want to use a free hit. So he is on the chopper block to go out soon. Either game week 27 or game week 28, he will be going out. So I'll go make a decision on that. Another player that I want to make a decision on would be on Gakpo and Greaves, because obviously I need to bring in another defender because at the moment I'm going to have Isak, Salah and Trent on the bench as I do not want to sell these two players because the price rise and price decreases. Yeah, so I think I'm going to end up keeping these two players. Yeah, so I don't want to get rid of Isak. So or Salah because Salah bought him at 4.6 and they're selling him and buying him back is not something that I want to do. So he's going to be on the bench and Trent could be on the chopping block instead of Greaves. But the games get easier really, and I think he's going to be starting with Conor Bradley out for the foreseeable future. He won't be back before game week 29 maximum. So till then, I think he is going to be most likely staying in my team. So those three players are my most bench players, and so I have to look at Rodgers to be out of my team, and Greaves and Gakpo. So these three players are my chopper block, and I could use one free transfer each game week to accomplish that. Right now, I do not know which player I'm gonna do first, because really Greaves is, even with Greaves, I don't even have to do the -4 with him, depending on because game week 29 they're playing Forest at home, which is not going to be an easy game really. He has been started playing again now, Don't see him keeping a clean sheet either. I've had him for a long time. Maybe I could just play him and hopefully just get the 1-2 points and not take him out and roll the transfer on for the future game weeks. So just looking at Rodgers and Gakpo. Let's have a quick look at if anything's changed in the transfer in department, because anything a lot, not that many people bought him, about 50,000 more people bought him in that time. Cliver has hit the 500,000 in that time as well. Quite a few people bought in Dango in that time as well, and Boma's creeping up to the 300 mark as well. So I don't think he will hit it, but yeah. So you can see like Arteta in and Glass in, but it's about 150,000 each in my opinion. So if you look at the out, you've got slot out 108,000. So a lot of people are going to those two directions. But yeah, let's go to point predictions. So if you look at forwards for not this game week, the game week after, and preferably game week 29 involved. Couldn't bring in Haaland back in then, but that way I'll probably have to take out Palmer. So it's keeping Greaves and taking out Palmer instead. That is the way to fund it, really. But that's bringing in another midfielder into my team. Wood could be the perfect opportunity to bring him back into the team after he's had the 3 hard games against Newcastle away, Arsenal at home, and Man City at home. Then it's Ipswich away, United at home, Villa away, Everton at home, and then a potential game week day 3. So could be at that time might be the time to bring in Gakpo for game week 20. Word for Gakpo in game week 29. So right now, Wood is the ideal candidate for Gakpo's replacement. That will be in game week 29, really. So technically, I can wait to keep Gakpo till then, and hoping his price does not keep dropping, And let's look at the midfielders. So Nkunku could be a shout next game week against Southampton at home. Taking out Rodgers, that could be one of my shouts. Could be a very good shout next game week to bring him in. To a game, he'll play game week 29, but that'll be against Arsenal, and then which won't be an easy game, and then Tottenham at home. Would not want to bring him Foden. I don't think I'll afford him unless I do strategic moves. Maybe double up on the Bournemouth team after the Villa game, but I think I'd after this Tottenham game, which is game week 29. So that could be the opportunity to take Palmer down to Semedo, and that will give me the extra cash available to bring in Haaland if need be. But even then, Haaland will be. I think Haaland's pretty. I don't know how much he's dropped to really. I don't think he's even taken many drops really. He should have had a lot more price decreases personally compared to how much he's really had. I don't even know what his ownership is at the moment. 15 minutes to go, guys, for your deadlines. Yeah, so right now, I could be taking a punt on Nkuku in the next game, Gameweek 27. Could be the defender I need to go in, player I need to bring in. And in game week, I don't have to in a rush to bring in Wood, because this game week 27 is going to be against Arsenal, and then Man City at home, which is not going to be, both of those games are at home, but are not going to be easy in any right. I'd rather play Cunha instead for those two games, so most likely he'll be on my bench. So yeah, Wood will be coming back into my team, I think, in game week 29 from these plans. If I do not go with the notion of taking Palmer out, replacing Greaves or keeping Greaves, let's see what options I have available to me. Out Nuri, maybe I have enough money by then. Let me make sure my team is saved right now. My team is saved, so let's just do mock transfer for the coming game weeks ahead. Take out Thingy, bring in Wood, take out Rogers, and bring in, where is he? So obviously no one's bringing him in this game week. I don't expect him to be brought in this game week really, which is in Nkuku. 8,000 people, brave people have bought him in this game week. And I still have 1.3 million left in the bank technically, because we'll get to 0.8 million bank for Emery. So I can bring in more or less anyone I want from that part. So I could take some drops if need be. But let's make sure this is saved. Yep. Just in case. Alright. So possible replacement. Out Nuri. Maybe in the next game of 27 will be the, and game of 28, 29 as well. Southampton away. Out Nuri is a very attacking player. Got a decent amount of game weeks. So, and a double game week in game week 33. So, not far off, really. Dorothy could be another player, but these are cheap players to bring in. I don't think I want to go heavy on the Chelsea team, so I won't bring in another Chelsea midfielder. That'd be too much, really. Yeah, so it's not really a great choice of defenders to go with to bring for instead of Greaves. Could bring in the Bournemouth defender, Hutchinson, later on, but maybe not. So right now, I think there's two transfers that I'm willing to do for my coming game weeks, in my opinion, and which is looking like to be is gonna be Wood and gonna be probably most likely Nkuku. So taking Wood out of my team is probably the biggest regret I'm making, really, when he made the 19 points and then got returned last week as well. So yeah, taking Wood out was a mistake, which is going to be hurting me as well. Minus hits. Should have at least 40 more points on my current score. So it should be about in the top 500k. but mistakes have maybe made. Alrighty then. So most people, we've got 3 votes, and all 3 have gone for Salah. So far, we are 9 minutes away from the deadline. Yeah, I think I'm happy with my team this game week. Not entirely happy. I think I would have preferred to have a Newey instead of Rodgers. That's about it, really. So I can't really complain. I'm not taking the extra -4 hit, which I thought I was going to be doing. To Emery to Glasner. Decided against it. I think Emery can win the game against Chelsea at home. They are haven't had a win in a while now. They need a win to get back into the Champions League spots, because English team most likely, from the draw that we had the other day, earlier today, all 3 English teams are most likely going to progress into the quarterfinals, which would help giving the 5th spot to another Champions League spot. And right now, I think all the way up to basically Villa are going to be in the hunt for the Champions League spot. So they need to start winning games. They haven't won a game in the Prem in a while now. Their last game win was against Everton, January the 15th. So over a month. They need some. This is one of the games I think they need to win against one of their, especially against one of the top 5 rivals, which is Chelsea, to put a dent in their aspirations. Even though they don't leapfrog them, they get closer to them. There's obviously so much to fight for, and because Villa have played a game extra. Oh, I'll have a look at your team. Nikolai. So you've got 0.4 in the bank. So you're playing Timber and Gabriel Robertson this game week. Palmer, Cliver, Rodgers. So what are you doing? You taking out, which one are you taking out? Gakpo or Ahmad? So you brought in Reese for Gakpo. Okay. I would have gone for Cunha instead. No, I activated 2 weeks ago. So this is the final week. This is the 3rd week. Yeah, I would have kept Gakpo this game week and took out Ahmad instead. And brought in either now Nuri. Robertson, Gabriel, and Timber. I think that's 3 you should play. Bench Malenko. Yeah. Because who came on for me on my bench? So Robertson came on week winnings. So not good. But yeah, I bought in Cunha for Ndidi. Risa was a choice, but because of Cunha being on penalties, I just prefer Cunha over Risa. I know it's 500,000 more, so maybe that was a sticking point for you. I don't think it should have been, because it's a downgrade. So yeah, differential captain for you, I'll say. Where is it? Nah. just keep to Salah, in my opinion. I don't think Cliver is a differential captain. Yeah, I'd just say stick with Salah, because I was debating between Salah and Burmo and Dango. The reason why I say Cliver no is because for me he's the third choice Bournemouth player that I want to captain. I'd rather have Dango, then Semedo, and then Cliver as captain. So Cliver is out of the option in my opinion. Yeah, I'd say you stick with Salah. I think most people are sticking with Salah. There are a few people going for differential in Burmo and gambling with Bournemouth different players. I just think not if the goals and assists are shared among the Bournemouth players, so it's very hard to pick a player from them in the first place. That's what's putting me off picking Dango, really. But yeah, we are good to go. We are like 3 minutes away from deadline, so please save your teams. Make sure that you guys have not forgotten. Got your right captains in. Got to quickly have a look at my Buzz team. Can you enter 200? Palmer, Dango. Okay. Alright, cool. We are good to go. 2 minutes to deadline, guys. Make sure you have saved your teams, got your right captain, and good luck, really. Yeah, hopefully we have a good game week. Hopefully just Salah himself just has an amazing game week, gets the points, done and dusted, really. Need a return from Rodgers, really, this game week. He's been doing it in the Champions League, but just not been doing it in the Prem for like the last 5 game weeks now. Hopefully, Ali should have really got some returns against Ipswich. Keeper made an unbelievable save right at the end, which was a letdown, really, for me, in more ways than you know. So, yeah. 1 minute to go, guys. Make sure. Deadline's done. Soon. I'm going to have a quick look at the players coming in. Yep, Cliver. People jumped on the bandwagon right at the end and overtook Marmouche. A lot of people brought in Cunha and Dango right near the end. And Burma as well hit the 300 mark as well, which I didn't expect to happen. So yeah, quite a few people doing transfers literally near the end of the deadline. So people do leave it late a lot of the times. So quite a lot of transfers done in the end, really, by a lot of people. 91,000 people have took the gamble on Glasner to get the manager bonus. Personally, I take a draw. I will take the draw because I've got. I don't want the draw. I want them to miss it completely up. Deadline has passed. Maybe there's a. Is my time wrong? No, my time is right. So maybe their deadline has not properly engaged into the thing. But I know I've saved my team. It's done, dusted. Still, right. The time might be out of sync, maybe. No, still there. So deadline is 6:30. So I don't know what's happening really. But I'm gonna call it a day because I know my team hopefully is saved and there's no glitching happening. But I'm not liking this. I like it when we're frozen after the thingy deadline has passed. Let me have a quick look at some of the other FPL channels. Maybe they're still going on. Still somehow there. So maybe it's yeah, it's still not locked. Still not locked, guys. Somehow you can do your transfer still. Which ain't a good thing really. I'm just like, I'll see how long like after the thing is. So we're 2 minutes into the deadline. I'll refresh it again. Still not locked. 3 minutes in and we're still not locked. Still not locked, guys. The FPL still not locked, the website. I don't know what to say. But still not locked. Let me have a look at some of the other FPL websites, people, what they're doing, because they're probably still live as well, trying to figure out why it's not locked yet. Still not locked, guys. We are now 4 minutes in. So FPL deadline. So somehow FPL website still do some transfers. So it's just mad, guys. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So people could be like wait for the lineups. Really, deadline comes up. Should we check? 6 minutes in now. Still not down. We are 6 minutes in now. It's just crazy. We're gonna have the team sheet out soon. It's just crazy. Still there, man. It's just mad. Crazy guys, man. This is not just nuts. Absolutely crazy. Lineup could be out any minute. Yeah. I'll have a look again. Still not locked, guys. Still not locked. Somehow, we are still live. I'm gonna stay on until it locks. I want to see how long it waits. It's mad. Like people panicking, doing last minute transfers. No. We're giving you extra like 8 minutes now. 8 minutes in. Yeah, still not down. People I think are making last minute transfers really. This is just absolutely mad. Like you can change your captors right now, guys. Like this is crazy, man. This is just not locked. Now I don't know what's going on. We are now 10 minutes in nearly, and it is still live. I know there's one person with me right now. What do you think about this right now? This is just crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's just nuts. I'll refresh it again to see. It's nearly 10 minutes in. This is just mad. Alright, man. It's just 10 minutes in. It's just mad. It's just crazy, man. Absolute crazy. I'm gonna refresh it. Let me see. Oh man, this is just nuts. I'm gonna look at some of the other if they're still streaming. Yeah, they're just nuts, bro. Oh, this is just nuts, bro. Absolute fucking nuts. Uh, yeah. This is just nuts, guys. It's absolutely cut nuts, bro. Right now, what's happening? Um, I don't know what to say. Um, yeah. Really? I just is mad, bro. Like, I'm gonna refresh, see what happens. It still has unlocked. We are now 13 minutes in, and it hasn't unlocked yet, which is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Um, but yeah, FPL mate close the stream is back on the stream again. Uh, wait, no, did he? No, he's off. He's off stream. FPL focus still streaming. Still not locked, guys. This is madness. It's literally absolute madness right now that this has unlocked. I don't know what else to say really. The lineup is out. Somehow it still hasn't locked. You can imagine people are going absolutely nuts. This is just mad. All right, let's have a look. Is there still able to do transfers for this game week, which is just amazing. Like they've messed this up this bad. We are now like coming to 20 minutes in the 17 minutes into the past the deadline. Seriously, and like this is just gonna be mad. Let's have a look at the lineups now, at least. Um, so Vardy's back. So we saw in Burma, Shaw, Devil's God playing. Janlit, no God. Still, it is mad. This is absolutely fucking mad that FPL still has unlocked. It is crazy. Uh, oh, man. 20 fucking minutes nearly now, man. This is just nuts, guys. Absolute nuts. It is absolutely crazy what's going on right now. Yeah, someone is definitely get sacked in the morning, man. Like, it's craziness. Uh, yeah, I'm not touching my team. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I don't think. It's just crazy, guys. Yeah, like seriously, if the deadline doesn't pass and it stays like this, and Burma like somehow does something, I will try to switch the captain armband onto him. Like, um, this is just absolutely crazy, man. It's like this is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. This is crazy, man. This is like 22 minutes in now. Um, yeah, this is just crazy, bro. Oh man, I thought I'd be ending my stream 20 minutes ago. I'm still here. Earlier in the season, I think it went over by a couple of minutes, but now it's just getting a bit ridiculous now. Um, this is just crazy, absolute crazy. Oh my god. Oh, done. So after 23 minutes, um, yeah, that was all right, guys. Thank you guys for joining me. If you're watching this on the replay, I know no one's there now, but thank you guys whoever showed up earlier, asked questions, subscribe to my channel for future FPL content. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.